to Maverick Season 2, where we explore the minds powering India's economy. Led by 𝗴𝗿𝗂𝗀𝗵𝗏 from Office Square, this episode features Pulkit Jain, Regional Head, Large and Strategic Accounts at 𝗂𝗄𝗿, India's leading finance platform building a connected ecosystem. Driven by a mission to simplify finances for Indians, 𝗂𝗄𝗿 is transforming how businesses manage invoicing, GST and compliance, bringing clarity to financial operations at scale. This impact is being built right here at Office Square, from seamless entry to focused conversations inside private cabins. Every space is designed for intent and execution. Quiet moments of reflection, meaningful exchanges, and collaborative energy shape decisions that scale beyond these walls. Hi Pulkit, we're so glad to have you on Maverick Season 2. Tell us something about yourself and your journey.
Thanks 𝗏𝗍 for having me. My name is Pulkit. I lead the sales team at 𝗲𝗂𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗿. Overall, I have around 15 years plus of experience.
Oh, wow.
And have been helping the CFOs and CIO transform their finance and marketing function. So that is what I have been doing, and it's been quite a good journey till date.
That's so amazing to know. Now moving to my first question. Finance and tax aren't usually described as exciting. So what made you excited enough to build a career here?
I think historically, if you see, finance and automation technology has not been related till date.
Yes.
These guys are typically chartered accountants who have been trained on Excels. But with AI and technology coming into picture, everyone is trying to transform their entire ecosystem. Okay. That is where I think 𝗂𝗄𝗿 as an organization is helping a lot of these CAs and CFO office in solving their day-to-day hustles, right? So okay. I think that is where I think we have been kind of adding value. And obviously for me personally, it's a very challenging task to migrate, or let's say change the entire mindset around how we can eliminate Excels from their day-to-day workings and then move them to a technology wherein they can ease out in terms of how they are operating today vis-a-vis the complexity and the nitty-gritty is related to how they need to evolve as well in coming years, coming futures. That is where I think it's very exciting for me.
Wow, I think this would help our viewers for sure. Now moving to my next question, was there a moment when you realized simplifying finance could actually change how people feel about their work?
Absolutely, because I think again this is a very powerful question. Again, if you see the trend, finance teams have been working in silos till date. The multiple teams, be it your accounts team, be it your treasury team, tax team, your vendor team, so they have been working in silos, right? But they are not been trained, or let's say they have not evolved overall how technology can ensure that their different processes can be unified and integrated, and that is where I think their day-to-day hustles can get evolved. Because in today's time, if you see the mindset of the CFO or the decision makers, everyone wants real-time data, real-time dashboards through which they can take strategic decisions, through which they can empower their organization towards next growth of journey. But since the data are working in silos, teams are working in silos, it becomes very difficult for them also to ensure that how to take right decisions. Right. So that is where I think the entire transformation and entire evolution around AI and kind of ensuring that the day-to-day hustle gets eliminated. This is where I think it becomes very powerful for them as well.
That's great. So looking back, what phase of your journey taught you patience more than anything else?
I think since I'm part of sales, I think one thing that stands out is I mean in terms of how to face rejections.
Oh yes. Sorry.
Yeah. So but what I know for the fact that if you get 100 no's in a year, you will be the person who will get the maximum number of yeses at the end of the year.
True.
So I think that is where I think patience is something that has taught me, and accepting rejections is something you will have to kind of imbibe in yourself, and you have to be patient enough to keep on working on the daily rigors of the consistency, having patience in terms of how you are engaging with customers, and then ensuring you are solving the right problems for them.
Right. This answer is so relatable. Now, moving to my next question, why do you think compliance still feels overwhelming to so many founders and teams?
I think, to be honest, if you talk about the mindset of the founders, everyone is focused on business, how to grow their top lines and how to ensure that their PATs and revenues are growing in terms of the EBITDA margins, so on and so forth. And that is why major investments have been going towards how you can grow the top line in terms of spending on technology, in terms of spending on the ERPs, spending on different customer relationship solutions, so on and so forth. But tax team is one function, or finance team is one function, wherein technology is the last thing which comes to the founder's mind. But good part is, because finance teams are also evolving, the trend is changing, to be honest. These guys are not a cost function. Effectively, if you see, they are helping in the PAT and EBITDA.
Okay.
So that is what we are seeing in terms of how founders are thinking. They are also investing a lot on automating the finance function and spending on compliance, because if you see, non-compliance is a bigger cost than compliance cost. So that is what founders are doing, and you would have seen the trend in the market, how government is also kind of pushing entire enterprises in by bombarding a lot of notices and all, right? You see, you read a lot about how government is pushing a lot of notices.
Right.
So that is where I think technology will come into picture, and over a period of time you would see that founders are also investing on technology interventions in the finance function, be it your taxes, be it your vendor compliance, be it your finance ecosystem, your accounts payable, your invoice processing. There are a lot of things which is kind of, it's kind of a maze and the puzzle which everyone is trying to solve by having right technology.
Moving to my next question, what's a common misunderstanding people have about GST or tax software?
Common misunderstanding is that it's easy.
Yeah, I also feel it's easy, but when I do it, it's sort of...
But unfortunately, if you see, I mean, if you go 7-8 years back when GST came in 2017, it was supposed to be simpler, right?
Yeah.
But over a period of time, you would have seen the kind of complexities they were getting evolved over a period of time, because at the end of the day, government is spending a lot on capex, right? For that they need revenues, and taxes are the key source of revenue for them. That is why government is trying to fix all the revenue leakages by doing a lot of enablements on technology.
Okay.
And that is why you see a lot of new rules, new regulations that are being bombarded by the government to the finance teams, and specifically the CFO office.
Okay.
So that is where I think why from outside it would look very easy, but people who are doing day in task, I think they are struggling as we speak today. And overall, from a growth perspective, I think government is kind of enabling them to adopt technology, but at the end of the day, the entire change management around how to move from access to technology, that is where the entire puzzle is, and that is where everyone is trying to solve. But if you go deeper, I think this is still very complex and it will remain the same.
Oh, okay. If ClearTax didn't exist, what problem would businesses struggle with most today?
I think ClearTax is no longer a Indian organization. I think as an organization, we are building SaaS from India to the globe. So while we have solved a lot of use cases in India, but the end goal is to serve the global community. And that is where, besides India, I think we are also investing a lot when it comes to global expansion and ensuring we are building an entire community around how we can simplify finances for the globe.
That's amazing. That's amazing to know. What was the first, factor that made you choose Office Square?
I think this is again quite a difficult journey because I have been part of Clear from almost 5 years now.
Oh.
And I have seen 3 transitions of our office in the last 3 years. A good part is, I think we have found the good office. The best office wherein we can stay for quite some time. And I would be happy, and because I was part of the decision making in terms of influencing, if not the end decision making, but I think the overall feedback has been quite good from all the team members. I think the overall vibe of the office is pretty good. People are liking in terms of beyond office space, how they can kind of chill in terms of having some relaxation outside of the work pressure and de-stressing and all. I think overall the vibe of the Office Square, specifically in this premise where we have taken the office, I think it's quite good.
Wow, that indeed has made our day. Now, moving to my next question, what service or facility at Office Square actually made your day-to-day life easier?
I think the overall community manager and how people within your organization are actually greeting the employees who are coming every day. Someone is greeting when you enter the office, right? And if there's any problem, your teams are just one call away. They immediately come to your room and then understand the call and try to fix it. So there are a lot of use cases I have seen last 3-4 weeks. When if there's any query, I just call the team members and they are instantly coming and understanding what is the problem and trying to fix it. So in that way, it's quite good when it comes to solving our problems, to be honest.
Thank you so much for the feedback. Now, one last question.
Yeah.
If you had to describe Office Square to another founder, like what would that one line be?
I think if you have to scale and if you want to give right environment to your team, so I think this is the place to be. And I think over a period of time, as our business or any founder's business grow, overall the team sizes and everything will spend. In that way, I think it would be a good opportunity because the overall environment, the way you collaborate, the teams collaborate, and overall the kind of investments you are doing in terms of having right facilities in the office, I think you are also spending a lot on ensuring that an entire ecosystem is quite good, refreshing, and it's giving peace of mind for the people who are actually working day in, day out and investing their 5 days in a week in office.
Wow. So this actually made our day. Your lovely suggestions, your lovely feedback, and your lovely comments added a lot, to this particular, organization. Now, let's move to a rapid fire round. So I'll be asking a few questions.
Sure.
Either one word answer or you have to select between the two of them.
Okay.
So my first question is speed or accuracy?
I think accuracy.
Accuracy. Product thinking or customer thinking?
I think customer thinking.
Great. One word that defines clear tax culture?
Vibrant.
Wow. Morning planning or late night execution?
Morning plan.
That's opposite. Data dashboards or gut instincts?
I think in today's AI world, I think data dashboard is something any founder or any decision maker would be relying on.
Okay. One habit that keeps you sharp?
Having my one habit that keeps me sharp. I think consistency.
Wow. Now, my next question, if not fintech, which space would you explore?
I think I'm a typical salesperson and I love to be in SaaS selling.
Okay.
Solving for the CXO office.
Great. Music while working or complete silence?
Complete silence.
Books or podcast?
Books.
Structured days or flexible flow?
Flexible.
One skill you're actively improving?
People management skill.
Nice. One word that describes your ideal workday?
When I get an order.
That's the last question we have from Pulkit. Thank you so much for your valuable time. Looking forward for more such conversations here.
Thanks
Thank you
for having us. Thank you.